Instead of posting trail cam vids and what I capture, I thought I'd talk more about the trail cams I've used over the years and the ones that I prefer. And that's based on sort of how easy they are to use, card capacity, batteries, etc, etc. Anyway, I'm going to start. I'll take these all away and I'll start with My Little Acorn. I loved My Little Acorn, I really did. This was probably the first trail cam I got, and that's going back maybe about 14-15 years when my girlfriend bought me this one. Loved it. The only downside to it was it didn't have any sound. Anyway, and also that to view the video, you had to take the camera home, plug it in, or take the card out, replace the card, plug it in. Yeah, loved My Little Acorn, really did, and that's what it's called, My Little Acorn, as you can see there. I then started experimenting with these guys here. These are cheapo ones, they're about 40 quid at the time. They have their uses. What I would say is, at least they had sound, which was good. But what I would say is, they seem to just go off willy-nilly, and by willy-nilly I mean just, you know, motion to trigger them. But other times of the day, I just, whenever I retrieve the cards or retrieve the cameras to see what was on them, there seemed to be an awful lot of nothingness. Anyway, alright for the price, has their uses. I still use these now and then. Like I say, they have sound. It's good if you want to capture stuff, maybe, I mean, I don't know. To me, it was more like a time-lapse setting all the time. Could be wrong, might have been the way I set it up, but I don't think so. Anyway, they come in different colours, different sort of camo on there. Not bad for the price. Now, these are the ones I'm using at the moment. I absolutely love these ones. They're called Guard Pro, G-A-R-D-E-P-R-O. Trail cameras, a model E8. Love it. And the reason I love it so much is it's so easy to use. You can also fit different antennas on, as you can see there. I've got two out at the moment. I'm going to hopefully be putting these two out today. I just want to show you some of the features. So open up in there, you've got your usual stuff in there, you've got your card, but the difference with this one being is, oh, and by the way, just a quick thing about batteries, they do take a lot of batteries. I use lithium batteries because they tend to last a lot longer. I'll talk about how to get best use out of your batteries in a wee second. Anyway, I love this one because when it's attached, I don't have to take it down. I can just use the app. I don't have to take the card out. So again, just use the app. It connects to my phone and I can view what's going on from quite a distance, and I can download it directly to my phone. So that means no need to take the camera down or take the card out. Absolutely love it. I really do. For the price as well. Garden Pro ones, these ones are probably, they seem to get different deals. I mean, sometimes I see them for 80 quid, sometimes I see them for 120 quid. And that's £80 sterling or £120 sterling. It all depends. There are different models. Like I said, you can change the antenna on it. That's all really easy to do. Just unscrews. Yeah. And the reason I changed the antenna on this one was it comes with a small antenna and it broke for some reason. It seemed to snap. I think it was in my bag, or when I was handing them out to a group one time, showing them how they worked. I think somebody was a wee bit rough, but such is life. Right, leave that one there because it's my favourite. Also, I spoke about batteries, lithium batteries. Lithium batteries for me, living in the northeast of Scotland, different temperatures, they work the best for sure. They seem to last longer than the other ones. I would also, if you're planning on getting a trail cam, have a look at the sensitivity settings when you first set it up. If you've got it on really high sensitivity, then it'll pick up blades of grass getting blown, etc, etc, and you'll end up with lots and lots of footage about nothing. Yeah, so have a look at that. I usually set mine on medium. Also think about where you're putting it. You don't want to be putting it in front of waving branches, anything that's moving about too much in the wind, because no matter what you've got their setting on, it will pick up on that. So think about where you're setting them up, think about your sensitivity settings, and think about the batteries you use for sure. I spoke about the ease of use. You also get trigger times on these cameras, and like I'm saying, I'm not saying these cameras are the best, I'm not saying the other ones were the worst. What I'm saying is, to the price range I can afford, these ones are perfect. You do get trail cameras that cost lots more money that are, I am quite sure, are a lot better. And when I mean a lot better, there are maybe night vision's better, they've got a quicker trigger, and when I'm speaking about the trigger, I mean when something passes it, yeah, how long between, not just between shots, but when that'll first flash. I was in Canada not so long ago, and I got a black bear on video and picture, but just the grizzly on picture. Now, that's because the trigger setting on the camera I was using was quite slow. So think about that. Think about your trigger setting. You can also adjust them in the camera settings. You get a majority of fittings as well. I quite like these ones because you can screw them into things. So as you can see, this will be screwed in. Blah 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 blah. The camera then fits to the top. You can then adjust, you know, the angle you want it at. So another for ease of use, I find these really good. You've got your usual straps in the back. Get one organised. A second. So these just go through here quite simply. Right through the other one, blah blah blah, attach it to a tree or whatever. I've also got these poles that you dig into the ground and put the camera on it, but I'm not too keen on them. I find them a bit floppy. They move around quite a lot. If animals find them, they can quite easily knock them over or have a wee fight with them, as I've seen. Anyway, I think that's about it. Think about what capacity of card your camera will take. That makes a big difference too. Think about how long you're going to leave it out. What seasons, that's then thinking about batteries. Lithium, I said before, they are more expensive, but they do last longer. I've tried things like rechargeable batteries and I just didn't have any joy with them at all. Half the time the camera wouldn't work, other times they just didn't last. But if anyone's got any advice on better batteries, cheap cameras as well, remember guys, we're all on budgets. Like I said, I know there's a lot better cameras out there, and I know you can spend your money if you want to spend your money. For me, I'm on a budget, so I just go for, I'm not going to say the cheapest because they're not the cheapest, but in my price range I would say these are the best ones I've found. I really like them. Oh, and it's got a wee sticker so I can tell the difference in them. There we go. Hopefully the camera's picked all that up. Anyway, I'm heading out soon. I've got a couple of wee trails I want to follow up on that I saw yesterday, and I'm going to set up probably these two cameras today. We'll see what I find, and I'll hopefully explain to you how I suss out what's been used in a trail. I mean, I love badgers. Badgers are my thing at the moment, has been for a few years. And I'll show you how I know what's a badger set, and also how I know a badger's been taking a certain trail. Just a wee add on there, I'd forgotten to mention this one. This one is relatively new. It was more expensive than the other ones. I've used it a few times. The quality is really good. as is the quality on my the Garden Pro ones. That's really good too, as you'll see by some of my videos. I think the quality on this one's a wee bit better. I'm yet to suss it out completely, so I'm not taking it out in the field until I've got it properly sussed. Anyway, just a wee add-on. Forgot about this one. This one's really good too. Really love this one. I love the way you can get into the settings and stuff. Right, I'm off to set some trail cams up. Right, out rambling around as I do. Anyway, we've got this wee trail here. You'll probably hear cars going by because we're quite close to the road. It's way up there down a steep bank. Anyway, we've got this trail. Lots of lovely wood sorrel. If you haven't tasted it, it tastes like Granny Smith apple peel. But as with anything you forage, guys, if you see any, you want to try it. That's what it looks like. Looks like clover, but doesn't have the band going round. Always put a wee bit on your lip first. Just see if it starts to tingle or whatever, then you'll know that it's not for you. Don't eat it. Right, we're going up this wee trail. Keep off it as much as possible. Right, how do I know badgers going over there? If a fox or a deer is coming this way, and they more than likely are, they would step over that log. Whereas a badger has to, it's got short legs and a fat belly, sort of slide over it in a way, so it wears it all nice and smooth. And that's how I know badgers are using this, and quite frequently by the looks of it, because it is quite smooth compared to the other side of it. Right, we'll follow up. So far, if I don't fall over, I don't want to stand on the trail. Too much. See the same there. Smooth, rough. Badger, short legs, fat belly. Deer, fox, etc. would just step over it. Pine marten, I don't know. Would they jump over it? Would they slide over it? Who knows? A wee bit of a spot there. Right, what I'm going to do is, I'm now going to come away from their trail. I'm going to come up here. Got all the size of some of that one, so. The badgers. Right, that's how do I know that's badger set there. Think of a uppercase D, capital D, D for delta, and lay it on its flat edge, and you've got that shape there to accommodate the badger shape. Right, I'm going to set up a trail cam here. Should I say I've set up a trail down here? I don't know if you can see it. It's quite far from that set. Right, let's go find somewhere else. Quick bit there just to show you the ease of use. One of these cameras, I've come down to the bottom of the trail, and from last night, because I set it up there yesterday, it's got about 8 items. Well, I had more, I had about 20, but 12 were just rubbish, so I'm downloading the 8 straight to my phone. Couldn't be easier. Right, I'm out and about and I've found what I think is a wee game trail. I'm down here. don't know if you can make that out. But it's definitely a trail of some sorts. You can follow it down. Oh yeah, so definitely going through here. I reckon deer. Anyway, I think we'll set up a trail cam. Ah. Yeah. We'll set up a trail cam. Yeah, I think. There we go, this seems to, trail path seems to go off that way. But there's a bit in here that I think I'd find quite cosy. But I just want to see what's walking past at the moment. So trail cam set up there. So let's see what we get. What the bet says, deer and fox. Probably more deer than anything else. Anyway, that's 2 trail cams set up. Right, and I've set the third one up for the day. It's just actually lying on the deck. Not the wisest thing to do, but I have forgotten to take a strap for some reason, unless I've laid it down somewhere. That's me back home now. Cameras are set. We'll check them again in about, well, a few days. We'll give it a few days, see what's on them. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Excuse the crudity of all the editing, etc., but I'm pretty new to this. Anyway, like and subscribe if you can be bothered. It helps motivation, helps me get out there. Take care, folks. Let's see what we get.